Natasha.
Debbie.
Show.
The show.
Welcome to it. Just two patriotic girls.
Learning about the world.
So please, don't take us the wrong way. Hi, and welcome to the Debbie and Natasha show.
Thank you.
Welcome.
That was a little weird, though. You saying it instead of me.
Did you even notice I said the Debbie and Natasha show?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Stop.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. If you like today's episode, please hit that like button.
And consider subscribing. But please check out some of our other content to make sure you want to be part of our family. See, I can be her, and she's going to be me today.
We should have sat on different sides to mess everybody up.
Go ahead.
Hey,
I'm down. I can't have all these cushions. Come on. Look at all this stuff.
Give me my cushions.
You're going to be really short if you sit there like that.
Okay.
And your chair's not comfy. We should have just traded chairs. Oh, my back pillow, though.
Oh, goodness.
This is going to hurt my ass. All right. Good thing I have pants on today.
True.
Oh, what? This chair's low. You are up so high with this
know. Now she sees what I go through. And I see what she goes through.
I don't sit on 50 cushions. I sit on 0 cushions.
I know. Because I'm short.
Here, give me my, at least one of the memory foam ones for my butt. Your chair sucks.
There you go.
Anyway, go ahead, Debs.
Anyway, we hope you guys have made yourselves comfortable and are ready to see this episode today. A while back, someone had mentioned mudlarking.
A lot of people mentioned it.
In one of our videos. And I'm like, what's mudlarking?
I don't know nothing about no mudlarking.
So I did a quick little Google search just to see what the heck it was.
What is it? You never told me. I have no idea what we're doing today. I'm left in the dark for once, and I like it.
I didn't read too much because I want to learn with you guys and see what it is. But apparently it's going through the rivers and finding treasures or whatever's hidden in there.
In the mud?
Yeah, kind of like metal detecting. I don't know if they use metal detectors or not, but
I guess
apparently
we'll find out.
You have to have a license to do it.
So this video is from Nicola. Is it Nicola? White Mudlark, Tideland Art, and it's called "It's a Miracle I Saw This. I Almost Walked Right Past It. Mudlarking on the River Thames at Low Tide."
I can't wait to see what all she finds.
I don't know what's going to happen in this, but I am intrigued.
I am.
Are we really going to sit like this the whole time?
No, it's throwing me totally off.
Okay, well,
it's probably throwing you guys off too.
It's really messing with my head. I don't like it. Well, we'll start the video and we'll be in our assigned seats. What are those guys? Is it some sort of geese?
Looks like
Pelican-y thing?
I wonder if those are like all along the river and you have to deal with them along with looking for treasures.
Yeah, because we don't like that.
Hopefully not.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Never actually seen the River Thames this close.
Okay, interesting object alert. What is this?
A rock.
What is that?
What is that?
What is it? Looks like a bunch of muck.
A bottle? I have no idea.
Curious.
No metal detectors used so far.
Give this a little wash. Look, there's a handle here.
I don't know what that is.
Some kind of little
It's a genie bottle.
can, like an oil can or something. Let's give it a wash. Let's see what this thing is.
Yes.
How convenient it is to have that river right there.
I think
Water
I'm
right
going to be
there.
washing it at home, to be honest.
Looks cold.
I'm sure.
Interesting.
I think if you rub that, a genie's coming out.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to pop that in my bag and give it a good clean under the tap at
I'm
home.
intrigued.
But it does look, to all intents and purposes, like some kind of can.
It does.
Watch this space.
This is
The
interesting.
foreshore is so clean, you can practically see it in HD.
Good one. I
Sorry.
like her already.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, first bad joke of 24.
It was a good joke.
No, but really though, It's always so nice when you can see what you're looking at and there isn't a layer of thick sludge everywhere. Now down here I've seen what I think is a little skull.
I'm sorry, what?
Could be the skull of a little dog, because I've found little dog skulls in this area before.
Oh, why?
Yeah, there we are, look.
Really little.
Could be a dog,
I don't think it's a
could be a
dog.
cat. What do you think?
Not a dog.
Let's give it a little wash. Unfortunately,
Squirrel?
there are
Yeah,
no
a little bigger than a
teeth in
squirrel. I was
there.
thinking the same thing.
Very small though, isn't it, for a dog?
I don't know. That's freaky. That's freaky. It's
Yeah.
freaky.
I'd say that could be a little cat.
More likely than it. Yeah, bigger than a
Could be
squirrel.
bird.
Could be a big giant bird too. I was kidding. It's fascinating what you can
That's
find.
hard to see.
Is that a magpie? This is a white on the back, or am I just seeing the light hitting it? Or is that a crow? Sounds like a crow. I can't
That's
tell.
huge.
I think that was a crow. Sorry. I gotta sit back. The monitor's too big, and
I know. I'm like,
Well, first of all, I thought I was imagining things.
yeah, the gun. It's a gun.
I quite by chance saw this here,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was some decorated glass for a moment. But then, crouching down, I'm looking at this now and wondering,
Sorry, I predict the comments. Oh, of course, the American notices the gun right away. Don't.
I thought it was a piece of wood.
I just hear the comments. Really?
Yeah.
I saw the grip, like she saw
I
that
didn't
and
see that
instantly
part.
knew what
I
that
just
was.
saw the top part of it.
I mean, I could see why you would think
Piece
that's
of
wood,
wood.
but yeah,
And it's hard to judge like size.
true.
if it's actually a gun. There's
At least
lots
being
of
women, we know
concretion on
true
it.
sizes
Here.
of things.
I don't know, I could be wrong. We're shortly going to find out.
You're not wrong.
What makes me think that is this bit here. So, I'm now going to find out. We're going to find out. Now, oh my gosh, yes, that is,
Oh, yes.
that is a gun.
So someone dumped that?
That's definitely a gun.
Or running?
That's
guessing?
been there for a while.
Guess
No.
you can find all sorts of things.
Is it a BB gun?
No.
Is it a real gun?
Yes. I don't know. Can't feel it. It looks real.
It's quite... I mean, it doesn't look like it's about to go off, but I will be careful. It's quite heavy.
Definitely.
Let's give it a
curious.
little rinse.
Huh. This is not what I expected to see in this video.
I would have never noticed that.
And let's see what's on it.
I wouldn't have noticed it either.
And then you gun people out there, you might be able to identify it. Oh, so it's a Colt by the looks of it.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Well,
Wow.
How'd that get there?
well.
I wanted the
Certainly
story.
wasn't expecting to find that. See that horse there, and then it says Colt
Yeah.
just above.
Do you guys ever see stuff, like, not necessarily guns, but weird, interesting things like this?
Unexpected find. You just never know what you're going to find
In
down
other-
here, do you?
Beaches of rivers?
Well,
I would think that would be
as per
more common than what we might
the
think.
Not the gun.
rules and
necessarily, just so you know.
regulations, I will take this to the police station and hand it in.
Smart.
But I want to get a few photographs of it first.
I was curious what she does with things that she finds like that.
Today's gift from the Thames
That's
is a gun.
not what I expected at all. Okay.
And look over here. This gun-shaped hole
Yeah.
where it's been for some time, it would appear.
I don't think it's been there as long as it seems like it has. I just
No.
don't.
It does make you wonder, like, the backstory.
Yeah,
of it.
what is that?
I'm on a clay pipe hunt. And I've seen a bit of stem here, look. And
Did you say clay pipe?
That's what I heard.
hoping
I don't know what that is.
there's going to be a bit of length to this. So come with me and find out.
What is it?
I don't know what a clay pipe is.
I don't either.
Do I?
Look, it's going in there. Oh,
That's
how
some
long
thick
is it going
mud.
to be, I wonder? How long is it going to be? Ooh. Let's come around the other side. Right.
I think you have to get, once you do this a lot, you get a lot of experience
Yeah.
knowing what to look for.
I'm impressed with how deep she
Oh,
knows to not go to
okay,
break
I
it.
think-
Yeah.
Something is going to emerge. Oh, there it is. And look, it's a little bit broken.
Oh,
but
an actual
that
pipe.
does not
pipe.
matter.
Okay.
Beautiful all the same.
Wow.
I
Welcome
can't
to
say
the
I've seen
world
one of
of
those, have you?
No.
Does the king own that one?
Just down here, I've spotted a button, but not any old button.
Where do you see a
It
button?
is
I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
this one here, and
Yeah,
it's
never
a
saw that.
tiny 3-holed button. I've got a few of these, and we don't really know for sure what they were used for. Some of them are quite nicely decorated, possibly gloves, possibly, I don't know, I think somebody even suggested underwear, but I'll show you the other ones I've got.
Makes sense, actually.
What do you think they were used for?
You tell us. We have no idea.
3-holed buttons.
Could be anything.
Literally. Looks so cold.
It does.
She puts her hands in the water. I'm like,
Scraping around
ah.
here, and this little thing has popped up.
Is that like a necklace charm?
Curious, isn't it? I can't tell at the moment if it's modern or if it's something
No idea.
a little older, part of a clasp or part of some jewellery.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite interesting though, and quite pretty.
This is quite exciting to see what else you find
This
out there.
bee.
I have no idea what that is.
Further investigation required.
I'm getting ideas of job ideas when we come to the UK.
Now, there's something here which is either a shell or possibly a spoon.
What? How do you see this, woman?
I know.
Does she have, like, x-ray vision? Are you guys seeing this? Like, she's seeing this? Because I ain't seeing nothing but
know.
mud and some rocks.
Super trained eyes to know what to look for.
I ain't seeing nothing but mud and rocks.
You and me both, so I don't know that this
Yeah.
would be a good career move for us.
It would. We would just use a metal detector. A lot of these things aren't metal, though. Oh, some
That's
are.
true.
But this is really freaking awesome. Yeah.
Right. It's just here. Definitely looks as if it could be a spoon.
Why?
Just
Why is there a
change.
spoon there?
The way I'm
Chips
sitting. What's
rack,
that?
I guess?
Button there. We'll get that in a minute.
Imagine people having a picnic on there.
No, I mean my first thought is, shipwrecks from
Yeah, but it's not
all
that
over.
old. I think.
could be.
Not that deep.
You're out
You
of
don't
there.
know
True.
till you pull it out.
It's coming.
That's in there.
Makes
Yeah,
a
it
change
is.
from a pipe extraction, doesn't it?
It's a spoon for
There,
sure.
look, a little
Nice.
spoon. I wonder if it's got anything on it. Let's go
Mud.
and find out. Let's find some water. Here we go.
What if it's like worth a fortune too? Who knows? Like, what if it? You know what
Yeah,
else?
It might be
has a
silver,
fortune.
actually.
I was
Huh?
thinking it was silver actually. It looks like it.
What is on there? You know what? I think there could be something on there.
I think it's worth money.
But
Did she tell us at the end?
think-
We don't know.
I
do we?
don't know.
I'm
we
sorry.
will have to wait until I get home so I can clean it properly.
That's really neat.
I mean, there also might be absolutely nothing, but We will
True.
find out
Chance you take, right?
later on. I also saw a little button here. Where did I put it? Oh, it's there, look. Just a plain little button.
Jewel button.
I got scared because she dropped it.
A button and a spoon.
Like a copper button.
I've been around the city today. I didn't find anything. Damn it.
Just been scraping around here a bit, and look what's popped out.
A
A
button?
little button. And
What's that one
there's
say?
definitely a maker on here, which is
Levi Strauss.
great news. So
Stevens?
we've got Stevens. Is that J. Stevens from London? Yeah, J.
Sorry.
Stevens and Son. London, I think. So
That's pretty cool.
I will be able to look him up or her
That's
up.
neat.
Tomorrow we're going to the Ohio River with full hazmat gear on, of course, because I ain't touching that crap without some serious protection. And we're going to see what we can find.
Could we start one of the smaller rivers?
No, we're going for the big guy. Would you guys watch that? Natasha and Debbie does mudlarking on the Ohio River.
Find a lot of bottle caps and
God only knows.
sticks,
Yeah,
rocks.
I don't know. Who knows?
True.
Who knows?
You never know.
You never know. It's interesting.
It's always great to find a name on a button, or anything for that matter. It's brilliant to have something to look up. It just brings the find alive.
I'd be so excited if I found one thing,
Oh, we're gonna have to do it then. We're gonna find something.
except for the shopping cart. I'm sorry, the trolley.
Now look over here.
That is what that was, right?
This makes a change.
Silver.
I usually find mobile phones, but this looks like part of an old phone.
Yeah, that does.
Stop! That's hilarious.
Remember
How did that
these,
get
everyone? Remember these?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Wow.
See, someone could be looking for that part for an old phone they want to. Well, the
Well, she
tide
just
is
found it.
dashing in, but it looks as if before I go, we might get a little
I
pipe
see it.
extraction. Just here, look. So, let's see. Let's see if there's anything going on underneath here.
This woman has X-ray vision if there's something under there.
Stem.
What? How does that look like anything?
Oh, I think there is. There's going to be a bit, you know.
What is that?
Oh, be careful.
Come around here a bit so you can see it a little bit better.
I would have.
I would have stepped on it.
I think it's going to be an 18th century pipe. Right, out you come, little pipe.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
How in the crap?
And there we go. Very nice.
That is cool.
18th century pipe,
How did
from
she
about
see this
1720s or so. Let's go and give it a little rinse.
I'm impressed.
Give my boots a rinse at the same time.
That is fascinating.
Yeah, there we are, look. Woohoo!
That is neat. Just really makes
Thank
me
you,
wonder
River Thames.
who's.
Yeah, the story of
Ah,
it.
yes, and look. It's a
Aw.
rainbow. A beautiful rainbow.
It is
Just look
beautiful.
at that. It's exactly what I was hoping for.
That's why she said such good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you just love rainbows?
Mm-hmm.
I always look upon them as a real symbol of hope.
Mm-hmm.
Tide's
I
coming
just flipped
in.
this over and look what greeted me. A little bee. I guess that's a sign to be happy. Or maybe it's a sign to just be. I think I better take it. To remind myself of those two things. Be happy and just be. To be or not to be.
That is the question.
I like that.
I want to go mudlarking now. I do, so bad. Oh,
Hi everyone, thank you very much indeed
show
for
us the
watching
stuff.
my video and for listening
Thank
to
you.
my philosophical ramblings and my bad jokes, and I promise that there'll be lots more of those in 2024, so don't go away anywhere. So before I start, I just want to say a very happy new year to you all. This is my
this
first
video's from the beginning
video of 2024, and I hope that the year has started off really well for you and that it continues to do so. So, thank you for coming along on that mudlarking outing, and yes indeed there are some odd striking finds amongst this lot here in front of me, and I guess I'm going to start with the one which jumps out at me the most.
The gun?
And that is this gun here. Now, before I start talking about it, a couple of things. Obviously, when we find guns, we do report them to the police. Now, I just wanted to show you it first and do my video first, and then I will be taking it to the police station. Although, I think it's pretty old.
yeah, it is more
It's
corroded than I thought it was.
practically fossilised,
Yeah, it is.
and for anybody who may be concerned, there's absolutely no
there's not.
chance that this is going to go off.
No.
It literally is covered in some kind of almost concrete, which is probably built up over the years, and that includes right over the end here.
like
And
barnacles?
yeah, so really there's just absolutely no way that this gun is
Wow.
accidentally going to go off. So please don't worry about that, and once I finish this video, I will be taking it down to the police to show them and get their thoughts on it. Now,
you gonna tell us what
I'm
they
not
say?
going to go too much into what I think it is, because I know for a fact that there are many of you out there who are pretty good on ammunition and guns and who can no doubt tell me. But of course I did have a little look, and we can see that it is a Colt gun. So it's a Colt gun, and as far as I can see in my very brief bit of research, it could be a 1902 Colt gun. At least that's what I'm really hoping. So please let me know if you think I'm right.
Give your
I
phone.
found a few pictures online of guns that are very similar to this.
Yeah.
And the 1902 one seems to fit the bill
Yeah.
quite well, because
Yes and no.
it was actually also used by the British during World War II. It was issued to the Home Guard. So could this gun, this fossilised Colt gun, be a remnant of World War II?
That would
Or
make sense.
is
Right.
it something to do with criminal activity? Is it more recent? I'm throwing it out there. What do you think?
I have no clue, and I
What
want
do
to
you
know.
think? I have found a few guns on the foreshore now, and it's always a bit of a shock to find them. This one, it was pure luck that I saw it there, and it was actually really high up at the top of the tide line.
Yeah, that's what's weird.
And so, yeah, a rather lucky find.
I
Really.
have a friend who would know everything about that
I
just by looking
wonder
at it.
Right.
how
You
it
know
got
it.
down there onto the river. I mean, I once found a hand grenade,
What?
and that also would have been issued to the Home Guard during World War II. So I just wonder, maybe after the war, did somebody just throw this in the river? Who knows?
Yeah.
Gets your imagination going though, doesn't it?
That's interesting. It's all very interesting.
My second find I'm going to talk about is this beautiful can here.
Yeah, what's this deal?
I have given it a little wash, and you can see it
Looks
in
much
all
better.
its glory just here. And indeed, I'm assuming it's an oil can. I can't think what else it's going to be. It's got like a little bit here which may have opened and closed. It's got something here which presumably the spout
It still looks like if you rub it, a
on,
genie's
and
coming
this
out.
handle
And
here.
then-
And on the bottom it's got stamped half a pint, so presumably would have held half a pint of oil. But the most interesting
really
thing
old
that it
to me.
has stamped on it, in two places actually,
A W?
is an initial. It has a W or an M, but I'm pretty certain it's a W, stamped here on the bottom, or rather scratched into it. And also, just here, there is what looks to be a W scratched
that's
into
cool.
this oil
Yeah.
can. So I'm imagining that this oil can was the very precious property of William or Walter, and there was to be no mistake about it. This was William or Walter's oil can, and woe betide anybody that tried to use William's oil can. It was his property. He scratched his
I really like
initial
her.
W into it. to make sure that everybody knew whose oil can it was.
That's what my grandpa would have done.
Yep.
And so the question
Your
is,
stepdad.
how did it end up in the Thames mud?
That's what I want to
And
know.
was William absolutely heartbroken to lose his oil can, or Walter, or anybody else, or Wilhelmina? Could have been Wilhelmina's oil can. It's not necessarily William or Walter's.
I love the stories.
But here we have it, an oil can now full of mud and not oil. And I'm presuming it's from the 19th century.
Yeah, that looks old.
And if indeed you're looking at it thinking, that is not an oil can, then please let me know and tell me what it is.
It's a genie.
Exactly, and then let us know too.
Rub the side of it first, just make sure.
Find number
Why not?
3. Let's have a look at this skull.
Yeah,
now,
what's
on
up
that
with this thing?
particular area of foreshore, there were a lot of ships which would have had
Cats.
ratting dogs, little tiny dogs on them to catch the
It's
rats,
a rat.
and maybe also cats. So perhaps this is the skull
I don't know what it
of
is.
a cat which was once upon a time on a ship a few hundred years ago.
Really?
It could of course be also from a modern cat, and I'm pretty certain it's a cat. I reached up behind me onto my skull shelf, as you do, and pulled
Everybody has
down
one.
my other cat skulls. And here they are, all 3 of them. The 3
Yeah,
cats.
that's a
so
cat.
this one is the most recent skull find. This one was found on a beach, so it's nice and bleached. This one is obviously a lot darker, which could mean that it's older. Pretty definitely a cat.
That would freak me out if I
would
found
say
that,
so.
though.
It would be freaky.
I would just run away and be like, we're done mudlarking.
Here. Now, William's or Walter's or Wilhelmina's oil can was not the only object to have an initial on. This spoon, which I found, I came home and gave it a good clean up, and it is, in fact, an insignia plate, silver-plated teaspoon, probably Victorian, early 1900s, and on it does have a little initial. It has the initial B on it, so maybe Beatrice or Bobby or Billy
Brad.
put the sugar into their tea with this lovely insignia plate spoon.
I mean, don't you gotta be pretty rich to have that? I mean, who the hell has their initial on a spoon? Unless you really got the
Not
money.
that many, but I would think the initial would be more the last name, not the first name.
Yeah, no, it is. I would agree with that.
Right.
But I'm serious. Like, unless you got a wedding gift or an anniversary gift, I could see people maybe giving you monograms,
Yeah.
silverware is what we call it. I think you call it cutlery or something different, but
But that's pretty awesome to find something like that.
it's insane.
And how did it get there? Whose was it? Where did it come from?
The questions that we'll
Story.
never have answers to. And
But-
see, this would bother me about that job.
We get to make up our own story.
I don't like that. I need facts, man. I work in the facts. This is fascinating.
What else have I got down here? Okay, so now a few smaller objects. This interesting
Yeah, what is that?
little object here, could it be part of a watch winder or part of a piece of jewellery? It's quite curious.
You said jewelry.
And I have no idea what it is actually. So if
come
you've
on.
got any ideas, please let me know.
I wanted to know.
Now for
Part
the
of a
2
hairpin.
buttons. This one here has J. Stevens and Son, London. And so perhaps these guys were tailors or outfitters. I have
my
had
guess.
a quick look on the good old internet, but I haven't found anything about them. So if you can find
that's old.
anything about a J. Stevens and Son, who may have
I'm like, where's your
sold
phone? I want to
clothes
look this up and help her.
tailors
Even though this video's
in
older.
London, then please let me know. It's always fun to research these buttons and try and find out a little bit more
Yeah.
about who issued them.
Let us know too,
Where?
please, if you know.
And then we've got this tiny button here, this 3-hold button.
Yeah, what's the deal with
And
that?
like I was saying, we find quite a few of these and we're not absolutely sure what they were used for. But I've got a few here, and some of them have some really nice little delicate
Yeah.
designs, little patterns on them.
Pretty.
And so if you've got any theories on what they were used for, then please let me know in the comments below.
These are a little ornate for underwear, though.
So
Some of them were.
I found this, which is quite funny because I find so many discarded mobile phones or cell phones if you're in the USA. And it's obviously not quite as usual to find pieces of old phones like this. And I knew I had a few pieces of the older types of phones, and I've been scrabbling around for them. And in the process, I did actually
We all had
come
those
up
Nokias.
with 3 more of these little dialing plates from the phones. So I now have 4 of those. I remember years and years ago when my daughter saw a phone like I used to have in my house when I was a child, like this one, which is actually a toy phone, but I found it washed up on a beach several years ago. But anyway, many of you will remember these types of phones.
Yeah.
But when my daughter saw a real phone like this, she had no idea how to use it, which was quite funny to me, actually, because of course or many of us grew up with them.
And it's like we had a yard sale or a garage sale, whatever you want to call it. Oh, it's been over a decade now, last time we had one. And I was selling some old vinyls, some old albums. And this little kid came up and he's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, it's a record. And he's like, "What's a record?" I'm like, "Oh my God, how old am I?" And I had to explain to him, it's a giant CD. And he's like, "Oh." But yeah, you feel old, don't you? You know, like how fast technology has moved in these last just 24 years even, really. This century alone, it's been like, good Lord, if you do not keep up, I have no idea how to make a phone call. It's like, hey, like someone hands me an iPhone. I don't use iPhones, neither does Debbie. We're like, can you dial for me?
I'm looking at that phone. It just seems like there's more holes in that one.
She said it was a toy.
Okay.
What you said, though, I kind of noticed that too with the original plate that she picked up. It looked like there
seems like more holes than what ours would have had.
This sentence just doesn't work for me.
But you know,
you have more holes than we do. I'm just gonna hit play.
These phones, and so how many of you still have a phone like this?
I don't.
And how many of you youngsters out there would know how to use a phone like this if
probably
you
none
had
of them.
No.
Whilst I was searching for the older types of phones pieces that have been found, I also came across this, which was given to me some time ago by my friend Tobias Netto, also a mudlark, a metal detectorist. He found this, so this is also part of an old-fashioned phone. So it's not just cell phones that we find on the Thames foreshore. We do occasionally come across remnants of the older ones. Hello.
America here.
So that's it for most of the finds. There is, of course, a broken clay pipe here.
Yeah.
It's really black inside, actually. You can see where it's been smoked. This pipe would date to about 1720.
Wow.
I think.
Jeez, really? Are you kidding me?
A curious little selection of finds here, as always. And
that's incredible.
Who knows what is going to come up from the Thames in 2024? We will have to wait and see.
That was freaking fascinating.
That was amazing. I can't believe
that was really cool.
How she could see just the very tip of the pipe, and she knew it was there, and she went right after it.
She did see just the tip, yes. She did amazing, though. She has X-ray vision. I would be stepping on rocks and not seeing stuff from 1720. That is incredibly cool.
And to spot all those buttons like that, she can see
any of that stuff. That's awesome. Didn't even know what mudlarking was. I honestly did not know until you heard my stupidity earlier. So what did I say earlier? I was like, I don't know nothing about no mudlarking.
You did.
That was my redneck.
Now you want to go.
I do. I want to do this. Did you like this episode? Let us know. Please hit the like button if you did. Consider subscribing to our channel. And please, everyone is subscribed to her channel. So get on that too. We have a link to her channel in the description of this video. She's amazing. And she's funny. She's entertaining. She's clearly has a skill to see things. She should be like a forensic, person. Forensic person.
And I do believe she takes a lot of the stuff she finds in the Thames and she turns it into artwork.
You've been holding out. Is there a video on that?
I don't know. I didn't look because I wanted to learn what I could learn on here and not know anymore.
And thank you, everyone. There was a lot of people that brought this up on Patreon and Facebook about checking her out. So thank you. I think YouTube a little bit too. Let us know if you want to see Natasha and Debbie mudlarking. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you back on the next one. And until then, as always, love like jazz.
Be as strong as Tyson.
Bye.
Bye.